What is going on, everybody? Your boy Smitty here. Talking, I'm knocking stuff over on my desk. Talking Tom Brady, Dak Prescott. Talking about how Tom Brady might be sailing off into the sunset. Maybe not. Maybe he returns and plays for Miami, Mike in Miami, and tosses pigskins to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Maybe he goes over to Las Vegas and throws the rock to Devontae Adams. We don't know. He tipped his hat. He walked off the field. I'm sure he's going to contemplate. I'm sure, like Aaron Rodgers, he looked around in a way, walking off the field, maybe for the last time, saying, well, maybe it's my last time. Maybe, so let me tip my hat. Let me look around. But maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he returns. I think Tom Brady, with full control over where he's going to go, he might finally say, last go. Last go. One more team. Win a championship with another squad and completely cement his place in as the GOAT. Because I don't think he's done. I think the team wasn't set up to win. I don't think Bowles is a great coach. I think there's a lot of things that were going wrong. D is first in the building. Grindhouse, we got to over 1,000 followers on Grindhouse Supply. Grindhouse, they take care of us here at the Fantasy Football Show. And Grindhouse is an amazing place, an amazing company, great apparel, vintage movie tees and hoodies from the attic, movies from 40 years ago, Godzilla, The Thing, Spider. It's an amazing sponsor that I have, and my challenge to everybody was to get them to 1,000 followers. They were like at 940, I think, a couple hours ago, and I said, if we get them to, they were at 948 at the time that I put that screenshot up. They're at like 942 or something like that earlier. If we get them from 942 to 1,000, I will drop a Moon Man tonight. You guys did it. They're over 1,000 subscribers. You can see a screenshot right when it went over 1,000. I took a screenshot. It's probably higher now. Let me pull it up and see where they're at. Grindhouse is at same amount now. 1001 or 1002, I think. Yeah. So good job. Congratulations.
Mashed potatoes.
You guys converted on the challenge. Challenge accepted. Challenge. I owe you a Moon Man. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
I owe you all a Moon Man. So what I'm going to do is let me just do some housekeeping here real quickly. Got to click on the video. I got to do a couple things. I'm going to drop a Moon Man in T-minus 1 minute. In T-minus 1 minute, I'm going to drop Moon Man number 6 for all of you for accomplishing such a lofty but amazing goal. I appreciate you all, every single one of you. Let me just click on this here. I have to do some back-end housekeeping on this video. Boom, boom. Let me add the thumbnail just for good measure, and then we're good to go. Okay, ready? Drum roll on Moon Man number 6. Do we have any guesses as to who Moon Man number 6 is going to be? Can we get some guesses? Everybody drop a guess in the live chat right now. Moon Man number 6. Drum roll. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. I give you Moon Man number 6. Christian Watson.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Christian Watson.
Space Monsters.
You may have some questions. You may say to yourself, Smitty, but is Christian Watson, he may not have Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football. That's okay, because Aaron Rodgers did him right.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Aaron Rodgers has already got his mitts on this kid and has sculpted him into the monster that he is becoming. There's a lot of questions, right? I mean, here's the thing. You could say, you can do this old number. I think Miss Smitty's still awake. So, Miss Smitty, I hope you're still awake. This doesn't wake you up. Christian Watson, Smitty, what if Aaron Rodgers doesn't return? That's kind of part of the equation here. Like, that's a possibility he could return. There's a possibility he doesn't. But if he does, and you're able to trade for this guy in Dynasty, or you draft him really early, super early in best ball leagues, and in a month from now, let's say Aaron Rodgers doesn't make his decision for a while, who knows? He goes to the moon for you at the value you're getting right now. In a worst case scenario, I think, Jordan Love gets it done enough to feed him the football, and Aaron Rodgers has already sculpted him into a mini monster. Aaron Rodgers does that. Wide receiver after wide receiver after wide receiver. This guy, Aaron Rodgers, turns wide receiver into monster stud. Wide receiver into monster stud. Why does he always have one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League all the time? Because he's that good. Christian Watson had a lot of raw talent. And what did I say when Watson and Dobbs, both of them were capable of being turned into this like mini monster? And we thought it could have been Dobbs. At first we thought it was Watson. Then we thought maybe it could be Dobbs because Dobbs, showed up in the preseason, looked pretty good. But at the end of the day, Watson was the guy they drafted. Watson had all the raw physical tools. And when he was drafted to Green Bay, what I said from the start was that this kid is so raw that's good for Aaron Rodgers because he can sculpt him and mold him into what he wants. Kind of like when an employer hires somebody green and that doesn't have any experience, they like it because they can shape them the way they want with their skill set, the exact job duties, the morale, the attitude. Aaron Rodgers is like putty in his hand, and he turns people into absolute monsters. And this guy is so talented, raw ability to run, kind of like, think of him like not Deebo Samuel, but Deebo Samuel-esque in that he ran for a 40-yard touchdown at one point last season. He's capable of end arounds or a jet sweep or running for 20 yards every other game, 20 or 30 yards every other game on 2 or 3 carries, and he could score two to three touchdowns on the ground. Like, it's crazy to think that he is the closest thing I can think of a mini Deebo Samuel. Not a Deebo, not a guy that's gonna do what Deebo did last year or what Deebo's capable of doing on any given season in a Kyle Shanahan offense where they literally have so many plays designed for Deebo. But he's the closest player I can envision to being used kind of like Deebo in the wide back role, not up the gut. That's Shanahan. He goes away from the wide back, sometimes makes Deebo a running back, completely different type of position. Wide back is your wide receiver. Really, what wide back is, what people need to understand about wide back versus running back, because people confuse it with Deebo all the time, because Shanahan will use him in both roles. Wide back is basically your wide receiver. You get the football at the line of scrimmage, and you're essentially a running back in that you decide what to do with the football from the line of scrimmage on, or a yard behind, or on end arounds and jet sweeps and all that. It's a wide receiver often saying, hey, you take the football into your own hands, make the yardage instead of the quarterback delivering it to you. And that's kind of why Deebo was developed under Mike McDaniel, who's now in Miami, who just did what he did. Unbelievable performance from Miami Mike to the moon.
To the moon.
Miami Mike doing what he did with his third string quarterback, going to a playoff game, almost causing an upset. Okay, Miami Mike needs to get credit. Miami Mike created an absolute force in Deebo Samuel, and I feel like this guy's got a little touch of it. He can run and get you 200 yards on the ground in a season, a couple touchdowns, and get you that 1,400 yards and 10 plus TDs. And if Jordan Love is in there, in a worst case scenario, Jordan Love is under center. I don't think Jordan Love's going to be an amazing quarterback. I won't say he can't be, but I don't know that. I don't feel like he will be yet. Doesn't mean he can't be. Doesn't mean I won't feel wrong and change my mind, because I do that. I don't need to stick to my guns. If I start noticing Jordan Love developing, I'll tell you, and I'll be totally open about it. Say, look, I feel differently. I changed my mind. I reserve the right on my own channel to change my mind if I see fit. And you want that from me. You don't want me to dig my heels in and be like, no matter what I said this, I got to stick to it. If Jordan Love develops, I'll let you know. But even if he doesn't become great and he's just mediocre to good, he's good enough to get the football to Watson, I think. And I think Watson can have a really good career under the development of Love. And if Love doesn't unfold and turn into a really good player, good enough to keep and build around, the Packers will move on. Maybe they acquire somebody. Who knows? But I really like the upside of Watson. What's very interesting about the Moon Men.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Look how young every single player is on this Moon Men list. Bijan, rookie.
Space Monsters.
Gibbs, rookie. Charbonnet, like a fine wine, rookie. Watson, second-year wide receiver. Garrett Wilson, second-year wide receiver. Chris Olave, second-year wide receiver. Changing of the guard. You hear me say changing of the guard so often on the show, but you need to really take in what that means. Changing of the guard. What does that truly mean? That means there's a shift happening at the NFL level where a lot of the studs are getting older. A lot of the bigger name players are getting older, from Diggs to Adams to all the RBs, from Aaron Jones to Kamara to Henry to Eckler to every single pretty much player. We're changing the guard out. And this sophomore wide receiver class was just rookie wide receiver class is so freaking good. We have literally, and I might not even be done, London could be on this list by the end of the month. I'm not saying he is for sure, but
the Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
This sophomore wide receiver class mixed with the 2023 running back
Space
class.
Monsters.
Think about that for 1 second. You have nothing but rookies and sophomores on this list. And the rookie running backs are all 2023 incoming rookies. All the wide receivers are from the sophomore wide receiver class. How strange is this? How strange does this list look? There's a pattern here. There's a pattern here. Maybe you can anticipate my next move too. Because it could be London. It could be one of the other rookie running backs. There's a changing of the guard. Meaning if you've got a bunch of rookie 2023 picks and you had a bunch of these, or two, at least two, Garrett Wilson and London, Garrett Wilson and Watson, Olave and Watson, you had at least two of these sophomore wide receivers. You're building from the two best classes, one feeding running backs. Not that Walker and Hall aren't going to be potentially on this list again. Look, Breece Hall, depending on where I feel his value is going to be, he might be a Moon Man again. He might be a repeat Moon Man participant. A repeat, run it back again, because it's all about value. This board is about value.
To the moon.
That board, this board.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
This is all about value. London Gold.
Space Monsters.
London's a sophomore, fits the bill. Other rookie running backs. I'm going to have at least one more. I'm going to try not to make it more than one more because I want it to mean something. I don't want it to feel like there's just all the rookies are on the board, because rookies miss. I want it to mean something. There are about 7 or 8 really good rookie running backs. I'm going to narrow it down to just 4. Okay, to make sure you know what are the top 4. So there will be one more rookie running back added. There will be potentially at least one. I imagine London will eventually be on this. I don't know. There could be one more sophomore wide receiver. But if you're just joining, you realize the pattern. All the running backs on this list are rookies from the 2023 class. All of the other players are wide receivers, and they're all from the 2022 wide receiver class. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable how it's shaping up. The Moon Men list, it's a blueprint, and it's an exact science at this point. And we're making history and going to the moon.
To the moon.
We're going to the moon. As for this game, and thank you all for following Grindhouse. They are at 1,000, I think, and 2 followers on IG, which is phenomenal.
To the moon.
And they're going to continue to give away stuff and all that, so make sure you continue to follow. And you follow, obviously, my stories, and you'll see the giveaways. I really appreciate you guys doing that, and we're gonna give away a hoodie and a T-shirt here soon. In fact, let's give away a T-shirt right now. The first person to comment, actually not the first person, the best comment, the comment that makes me laugh, appropriate comment that makes me laugh the most on my most recent post, which is what is it? Let's see here. I want you to comment on my most recent post, which is the Dallas Cowboys Bucks halftime live stream. Comment in there the best comment. I don't care what it is. It could be whatever. Tom Brady's gonna play for the XFL, and whatever I feel is the best comment, funniest comment, coolest comment in the next 2 minutes, next 3 minutes is gonna win a T-shirt from Grindhouse. It'll probably be, I imagine it would be something. It might be the Beast T-shirt, and then we're gonna give a hoodie away later. It'll be an awesome tee. It might be the Reptilicus or the Spider or whatever. Maybe we'll make it a Spider T-shirt. Best comment. I'm gonna go in there right now. And keep refreshing and see what the best comment is. Tom Brady. Does Tom Brady retire? Does he not retire? I don't know. I kind of feel like he won't. I think at the end of the day, he gets to decide where he wants to go. I think Tom Brady isn't going to walk away from that opportunity. I think had he had that this year and he did that and he failed or whatever, he'd maybe walk away. But it's hard for me to imagine him now being at this point. If he feels like his talent's there. If he doesn't feel like his talent's there, he'll walk away. But I kind of feel like he's sitting there going, I think I can still do this and I get to go wherever I want. And let's say he goes to the Raiders, the Miami Dolphins, or the New York Jets. These are the landing spots that I have mapped out for Tom Brady. Okay? Tom Brady, A-Rod, Lamar Jackson. The three biggest quarterback movers in the 2023 upcoming offseason. Lamar, I project going to Miami, but Tom Brady to Miami would make sense too. Tom Brady to the Jets could make sense. I kind of feel like these are the two. These two make the most sense. I don't know what I don't know what's in store for the Jets. I want to say it's the leftover player, but maybe they don't. Maybe they don't go after anybody of that caliber. I don't know. Maybe they go for Carr. Maybe they go for something we're not expecting. Hopefully it's not Lamar, because I don't want Breece Hall's touchdown situation to get cloudy. I don't want him to get vultured. Let's see what the best comment is so far. Tom Brady will finally go to Las Vegas. Teams up with Sean Payton. That's what 42 said. 42's got the, let's see, thought after fourth missed extra point, Mike McCarthy was going to waddle out there and do it himself, says Ben. These are two good comments. So far, the two leaders for the T-shirt. Appreciate you on behalf of Grindhouse. So, Tom Brady in Miami or Lamar in Miami? Throwing footballs to Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Aaron Rodgers to Las Vegas, throwing footballs to Devontae Adams. I feel like I've got this lined up right. Whether it works out or not, obviously contracts need to be negotiated. Trades need to be executed. There's a lot of things that need to take place that I can't control. All I can control, in my prediction is the logic behind it, in hopes that it all gets ironed out and works out. But this to me feels like the most logical lined up situation. Aaron Rodgers, hello Devontae Adams. Tom Brady, potentially, like maybe I'll copy Tom and put him right here. And I'll say these feel like the most likely scenarios. Here, let's put that right here. How's that? Tom Brady and A-Rod in one of the two, obviously not both. One of the two in Las Vegas, and then Tom Brady or Lamar, one of the two in Miami. That feels the most, and maybe the other one goes to the Jets. Could Aaron Rodgers go to the Jets? I don't know. That would be crazy for Breece Hall. I'd rather have that than Lamar. I think Aaron Rodgers in New York would be crazy. It would be crazy. And the likelihood of some of these, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a tough situation. Like a trade's going to be tough with his contract and everything. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to shake out, but this is how I feel. Let's take a couple phone calls and see how you guys feel about this quarterback situation.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Brady to Miami, Lamar to Atlanta, Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders. Let's go back to that, the Brady board. Call into the show, dial in. Your boy Smitty will take care of you. Did I have the phone line open? Yeah, the phone line's open. I'm curious to know what the majority of you feel. Colts would be an amazing fit for Bryce Young. I agree. I think the Colts, the Falcons, they're going to be aiming for those rookies. I think New Orleans might be trying to get into Bryce Young or a Stroud situation. The NFL draft order is as follows here, and this is currently the way that it's mapped out. The Bears aren't drafting a QB, but the number 1 overall pick is such a valuable pick draft capital wise for acquiring a quarterback. So it feels to me the posturing of we may draft a quarterback is just to feel out offers. And the thing is, while everybody knows the Bears don't want a quarterback, they do eventually. The reason a team will still overpay for the 1 pick is because they're afraid of another team getting the 1 pick. There will be competition. When there's no competition, the price can go down. It's similar to buying a house. If there are 100,000 houses out there and there are only, 100 people buying, you're going to be able to ask for whatever you want. But when there's a shortage in a seller's market, same thing with a draft pick. There's 1 draft pick and there's 31 teams that are their ears are open. Somebody is going to want to come up and grab this number 1 pick. So I think just because we know the Bears won't draft a QB doesn't matter. Texans want a quarterback. They would love to have Stroud. They would love to have Bryce Young. Cardinals don't need a quarterback. Colts definitely need a quarterback. Seahawks, I think the Seahawks would draft a quarterback, but also sign Geno to be there to either mold or start out the year, and then the younger quarterback step in. Ben, what are you doing? You got me in your pocket? There's a whole lot of noise. Ben, you're live.
Mike,
what are you doing?
What's going on, my boy?
What's up? Are you running or what's?
I don't know. I don't think that's me.
It's you, Ben. You're the only one on the phone. What's up? What can I do for you?
I don't know. Chilling. I thought that was a crazy game to watch. I didn't think it was going to be that bad for Tom Brady.
You think Tom hangs it up?
Man, I think if he wants to stay, he can go where he wants to go. But I don't think he'll hang it up.
Miami or Las Vegas. I think he's in one of those locations, or the Niners. And I know
I see him staying in Florida. I can see him staying in Florida. I think he likes it in Florida, the taxes, but I don't think he's going to the Niners. We got Purdy.
Yeah, but it just depends on what happens. Let's not
fair.
put the cart before the horse and try and act like this couldn't fall apart, and then Tom Brady, conversation starts happening, because the conversation is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of how quickly, or not quick at all, or not at all. How do they hang up the phone? Like this conversation.
If I'm the 49ers, I'm not interested in Tom Brady because that's more expensive. We got Brock Purdy on a rookie deal for 4 more years before we even got 3 more years before we even got to think about an extension or a franchise tag. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to think about for a minute that it's not just about pricing, that it's about winning a Super Bowl, and your team is built to win right now. If you fall short, and let's stop pretending like we know the answer. If Purdy walks you into a Super Bowl, even if you lose, but you go to the Super Bowl, I think Purdy's a starter there, and Purdy's the locked-in starter. But let's not act like you can't go out and lose against the Eagles. Let's not pretend that it's going to be a walk in the park against the Cowboys. If Purdy loses, then that Tom Brady conversation will be had. If Purdy doesn't lose, he goes all the way to the Super Bowl and then loses, then it's going to be a lot harder conversation for, I think, Shanahan to have. But it's all about Super Bowls. It's not. I mean, of course, they want to have the cheaper guy and all that, but if you can afford it, the salary cap goes up next year. It's all about winning a Super Bowl. Debo, Ayuk, you got to pay Bosa also. But you've got the team, the defense. Eventually, it's going to start falling apart. You're not going to be able to keep all this together. So if Tom Brady came into town, you'd win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady under center. I firmly believe that. I think you could win it with Purdy, but you would win a Super Bowl with Brady. So I think it's interesting.
To keep the pieces around with Purdy, easier to keep the pieces for a few years.
Probably
financially.
Probably.
But I was going to say, I don't know if this is bold or not, but my NFC championship is the 49ers versus the Giants. We're going to be sitting here like Brock Purdy versus Danny Dimes is our NFC championship, and yes, it will be.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be. So I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this bracket here. I had 2 losses. I had Tampa Bay. So we'll put that there. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Tampa Bay. And so Dallas advances. Let me do that.
The thought of Mike McCarthy waddling out there don't make you chuckle just a little bit?
Mike McCarthy, what?
Waddling out there for extra point, trying to hike up them pants, get that thing up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Let's see. How do I do this with? Okay, what I'll do is I'll put a border around it. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how I want to acknowledge that I lost this pick. So I'll put a red around it like that. There we go. So I didn't get the Dallas one right. I had Minnesota winning, so I've missed 2, but I got the Jacksonville pick right. So we're doing all right. Could be better.
Yeah, that was a nice pick.
Let's see here. The Giants are tough, man. The Giants are tough. I mean, it's gonna be a fun game. Daboll's such a good coach. Such a good coach. Let me see if I can get this right.
Word.
There we go. Okay, so I missed the Giants pick. I missed the Dallas pick. I think ultimately I'm still going to have the right NFC championship game. And I think ultimately I'm going to have the correct... I still waver on Buffalo. Buffalo looks so good. I mean,
Yeah,
they struggle, but they're just so talented. Like Josh Allen, he looks amazing. They definitely struggled in that game at times, but Josh Allen's he's gonna be tough to stop. So's Mahomes.
Yeah.
So's Burrow.
The tough thing for Cincinnati and Buffalo is, of course, like we talked about, they got to go through each other to get to Kansas City, to get to the Super Bowl, where Kansas City has a bit of an easier path.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. Rock out. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
What's up? That's pretty crazy with the 4 missed field goals. And
I've never before. Extra points. Yeah, that was crazy. He missed 4 PATs, man. That was he's gone. He's gone. They can't take that into the next game. They can't run. The problem is though, you're running out a newly added kicker into a playoff game, but you can't. I mean, maybe they keep him, but I think he'll be let go by the morning. Like, you can't miss 4 extra points. It's in his head at this point. You know?
Right. You see my message on your post?
What?
You see my message on the post you were talking about?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, I got to pick a winner. Okay. Smitty, you must work for NASA because the moon men are fire and you were a star. That's a pretty good one there, Brian. Tom Brady will be the next XFL and NFL at the same time until he's 50. Easy. Let's see here. I thought after the 4th... Okay, I got that one. Tom Brady will finally get to Las Vegas. Teams up with Sean Payton. Cowboys finally beat Brady, but their victory short-lived. Rock Out, I don't see yours.
I might put on the wrong one, maybe. I said it. Maybe you can find it, maybe you can't. I don't know.
I don't know where you put it, Rock Out. I'm looking at my most recent video.
It might have been 2 videos back, maybe.
Rock Out, not listening to instructions. Hold on.
Rock Out was asleep.
Yeah, you were sleeping again.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, Rock Out. I don't know where. I'm looking at 3 videos back. I don't see it.
Oh man, Rock Out was sleeping.
Kind of thinking that might have missed the mark there, Rock Out. I hate to do this.
Rock Out had a dream.
I hate to do this.
Rock Out had a dream that he commented that.
I hate to do this, but I think Brian won. I don't hate to do this because I like Brian, but I mean, Ben, I think that was yours right here, right? Brian's was good. Brian's was good. He brought NASA into the equation, the moon men. He incorporated a lot. Brian's he's probably good at writing essays and getting under the teacher's thumb.
Got to give Brian a round of applause.
Brian, you win the Grindhouse apparel. I'm going to give you a T-shirt. It's either going to be the Spider or the Beast. I got to figure out which one. It's probably one of these 3. Congratulations, Brian. You're going to the moon, young man. I'll DM you and get your contact information and make sure Grindhouse sends one off to you. Thank you all for participating and getting Grindhouse to 1,000 followers on Instagram. That was amazing that happened in like a couple hours. Watson, what do you think, Rock Out of Watson as a moon man? You can be honest.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Let me show the moon man real quick. Hold on.
Lose Rogers, but
The moon
got
man,
so much explosiveness,
dropping
so
loads
might
in
not even
outer
matter.
space.
Moon man, Watson, moon man. I mean, what's crazy though is look at this list real quick.
Man,
It's got
dropping loads.
It's got
in outer
3 rookie
space.
running backs from the 2023 class, and the rest are wide receivers from the 2022 class. They're all in their class. It's crazy, but that's the shift that's happening. It's happening. It's the transition. You know, it's gonna take a little time, but these guys will all climb above the aging stars that are getting older and older. You know, like Kamara, Henry, Chubb. All these guys are going to fall out. Barkley will stay in because he's younger. Barkley will be in the mix. You know, Kenny Walker, Breece Hall, the incoming rookie running back class. You know, someone like Pollard or Khalil Herbert will climb in there or something like that. Khalil Herbert could be a moon man. You got Monty, a free agent. I mean, we got so many possibilities. We got Alex on the line. Alex, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. What can I do for you?
Hey, what's up? It was more of like an observation, I guess, but I was curious for any of your like mitten drafts. Were you able to advance with any of the bye players? Because I had a couple like Philly and Kansas City teams where I only had like 2 or 3 players maybe, but I couldn't find a way to really advance with those. So I was wondering if you had any luck with those.
Yeah, so I got I think 10 mitten teams. So looking at one of them, I've got Purdy, McCaffrey. That was my RB. My 2 wide receiver. Well, I have Higgins, Ayuk. Ayuk was the one that counted. Boyd, Godwin, Knox. Godwin was the wide receiver that was used there. That's one of my mittens. I'm not going to go through them all, but let me just hit a couple real quick and to see. I'll go through these mittens right here. This one has Burrow, Barkley, Debo, Chris Godwin, Schultz, and then there's no one on that. But that's how I built it on purpose. Like I have a pretty good amount of them going through. I felt the Buffalo and the Bengals and the Niners were good enough that if I just stuck with those teams a majority of the time in hopes that one of those teams goes to the Super Bowl, then I'm going to get a crap load of points. I did a couple versions of the, let me see, A.J. Brown. This one's got A.J. Brown. So this one advanced. It has Eckler, Barkley. Those are my running back and flex. So Eckler and Barkley, Josh Allen, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, Kadarius Toney, Zay Jones. That one advanced. That one had A.J. Brown. Let me see. This one's got Debo, Eckler, Mixon, Burrow. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing is like, you know, there's so many people that had big name players that were in the wild card games that if you were trying to bank on some cheaper guys to get through, like you weren't going to make it. Yeah, always try and pick players that are playing the whole way.
Yeah. I didn't do too bad. I kind of like signed up because it looked fun on your live streams or whatever.
Yeah.
I ended up getting 5 out of 11 through, so that wasn't too bad. But
that's cool. Five's not bad.
There was one Mahomes Kelsey stack I was hoping got through, but it just barely missed.
Yeah, I you know, now that you say that, I'm looking at it, and all my teams that got through had like Burrow or Purdy.
Yeah, I had a bunch of Brock Purdy.
I'm not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing any of my Eagle ones go through. You're right. I'm not seeing any of my KC ones. I had a couple KC ones that were amazing.
Yeah. I found it hard to admit a couple. What I ended up doing is for some reason, like I got 3 a lot, and so I just ended up with a lot of McCaffrey, and from there I just stacked 49ers.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of my really.
All right.
That's a good problem to have, my boy.
All right, let's go around the ring. I'm going to get some new blood in here, but let's final words. Ben, final words.
I was wondering if you were going to do any of the mitten returns draft.
The mitten what?
Mitten returns.
Gauntlet returns, you mean?
No.
They got mitten returns too. Yeah, definitely. I thought they just had the gauntlet one. Yeah, I'm definitely doing some of those, bro. I won on a couple tickets, so I got a refresh. I got replenished.
I had a couple of mitten drafts where you and I were the only teams that were left live. So I was checking to see how your Brady was doing, or how my Dalton Schultz. I think I had Dalton Schultz in a couple, but not all of them. But you had one where Brady was your only player, and I didn't have anyone left, and so I was checking on that the whole time, and I think you ended up pulling that one off.
This was my biggest. I had another $5 one hit, but this is my biggest one. I should have put. Ron Navy told me to put max on it, and I didn't. But this is the one where they gave me the free digs, and I landed that one. I landed another $5 one, so I got a 300 in the coffers on the weekend, so I can go in and do a bunch of mittens, and we'll do those. Well, not tomorrow. We'll do those on Friday and Saturday night.
Gotcha.
Well, you know what? Well, maybe we'll do one real quick. But all right, Ben, appreciate you. Look for it. We might jump into one.
Yes, sir. Catch you later.
Later. Rock out. Any final words?
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson's going to the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers going to Vegas, and Tom Brady retiring.
Hold on. Let's go through this one more time. Okay, hit me with it again. Go.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to go to Vegas, and Lamar Jackson to the Jets, and Tom Brady going to retire.
No Miami. Who does Miami get?
They probably try to trade for maybe Lance or something like that.
Okay. It wouldn't be shocking. Miami Mike loves the Niner players. That'd be crazy. All right, rock out. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Alex, any final words?
Just Zach Charbonnet to the moon. I love that moon man.
Yeah, let's punch that real quickly. Like fine wine, this man is like a nice,
man, dropping loads in outer space.
Nice bottle of Chianti or Chardonnay, if you will. Farver beans and a nice bottle of Chardonnay. All right, Alex. Appreciate you.
All right.
Later. Ron Navy.
What up, Smitty? Well, hey, those mittens I got up right now, there's only 22,000 spots, and they're already halfway gone already.
All right, let's plug in. Let's plug in.
If you're planning on They're not going to be around long.
All right, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Let's plug in. I got a replenished underdog fund, so with the wins that I got there. So thank God, man. I was hitting every single, I complained about it all day. Hit every single thing but one on every single ticket except for the final two. Mittens returns. I'm going to jump in that one right now. Let me share my screen here real quick. If anybody would like to jump in, it's let me put the link in the live chat. Let me first share my screen. And we'll go tall mode. Okay, here we go. Let me drop the link. If anybody wants to get in, it's promo code Smitty on Underdog Fantasy. I'm gonna pin the link. It's in the description if you're watching the replay. If you're in the live right now, it's in the live chat pinned right now. I'm gonna wait 10 seconds before I even click on it to show you everything, and then I'm not clicking in yet. But they're $5 entries. Like Ron said, they're already halfway full. You can see that green meter halfway through. The gauntlet returns, $25 an entry. Those are looking like about 15% full or 10% full. So those will be available for a while. The big mitten returns, $250, Ron. The big mitten returns.
Yeah. I should try one of them.
Let's go. Okay, let's go with the $5 mitten. I'm not clicking on it yet, guys. Don't jump in yet. I'm clicking on it for info. 100K in prizes. First place gets 20,000. Second place gets 10K. Hey, Miss Smitty, you want me to win 20K? For some meatloaf? No, she doesn't care. Okay. One quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receiver / tight ends, 1 flex, 5 bench spots. Okay? Click it now because there's a 10-second delay. Ron, if you're getting in, you're going to click it with me. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Too late.
You're trigger happy, Ron.
To me, click it now, and then you do a countdown.
Well, because you're not on a delay. You're talking to me on the phone. Okay. All right.
So I'm in a different. Well, that's probably a good thing, anyways. We don't have to snipe each other.
Okay, so this one's full. Yeah, buddies. These are awesome.
5.
So I'm at the 2 pick.
You got a decent spot there.
Who else we got in here?
You don't have to worry about
Travis is in here. Travis, let's not snipe each other, pal. Okay? Let's try to figure out how we can go both get to the ball, Cinderella. It's raining like crazy outside. Smitty, the next Moon Man. Sam, I already did it, bro. Here's the Moon Man, bro.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Christian Watson.
Space Monsters.
Space Monsters, baby. Okay. The draft begins in 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. Now that there's no wild, everybody's in the mix, bro. Everybody's in the mix. I got this 2 pick. Patty Mahomes just went. I'm going with. I'm going to get a lot of Joe Burrow already, so I think I might go Josh Allen here. I love Hurts though.
I just got the Joe Burrow Chase combo.
Yeah, I was tempted to do that, but I think I'll do that with a closer pick because I don't think I'll get Chase. So.
Yeah. Well, I was number 5, so it came back to me. So Chase came back to me, luckily.
Yeah. Okay. So big board here. It went Patrick Mahomes. It went Josh Allen. These are the mitten returns. I'm so glad they're doing these. I didn't know that they were going to do them.
I didn't either.
Mitten returns.
I like to brought it to your attention.
You what? I think Ben did it, or Alex or Ben.
Ben. Yeah, one of
McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Joe Burrow. It'll be good to see how this goes, how this flows. Oh, you might get Chase and Burrow, Travis. Do us proud from that 5 spot. Oh, this Angel's going to take Jamar Chase, I bet. Angel Hart. I don't think that's from our group. Jamar Chase. I knew he was going to snipe you there, Travis. That sucks. Who you got, Ron?
Right. Just right now, it's coming up on my pick. So.
Anyone drafting with me tried to get in the one with Smitty. I don't know, Ben, but we'll do another one. We'll at least do one more. Okay, Diggs just went. That sucks. I kind of wanted to. I didn't think he was going to fall, but man, maybe A.J. Brown falls all the way to me. Nope, he just went. I couldn't get so lucky to have Deebo Samuel fall to me. I'm sure he's going to get sniped right here. No, Devontae Smith. Man, I think I'm going Deebo. That's pretty good. Deebo, and to get Deebo that late, Josh Allen and Deebo, opposite sides of the fence. Buffalo Bill, Niner, Super Bowl is what
At least they're marking that are out of it, so you don't mistakenly pick them.
That's good. I don't know about CD. I mean, Dallas could. I mean, you never know. You never know. Look at the Giants. Darren McKinnon. Man, he took my guy.
Prescott had the biggest game of everybody. Any of the quarterbacks.
I know. Should I go Kittle or T. Higgins? I'm going to go Kittle because he has at least a better shot at.
That's who my third guy was, Kittle.
Yeah, I feel like I need to try and predict a Super Bowl appearance between two teams and keep it straight. Josh Burrow. I said Josh Burrow. Joe Burrow. What do you think about the Moon Man, Ron?
I'm disappointed.
I mean,
it was good.
If it's not Pickens, you're disappointed.
But it's not Pickens, so I'm not happy. You know that.
Ron.
I'm that biased.
You're getting stubborn in your young age, Ron.
But it's okay. I'm all right with it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can't. But if, like we talked about before, if A-Rod don't come back, how good is Watson really?
Well, I talked about it. You probably missed it. I said that he's probably at least earning what you're easily earning the value and cost of entry at the moment. So if Rodgers returns, it's a smash. So if you're trading for him in Dynasty, we'll probably know all that by the time we get to, obviously redraft stuff. But okay, James Cook. I need an RB. I might as well go with James Cook. Dawson Knox is there, but I need an RB. I guess I'll go James Cook.
I picked up Pacheco.
I don't feel like my team looks scary, but it's lined up right, and I don't know what's more important. Firepower to make it through the next round, and then just hope the fantasy gods are with me, or try and line it up perfectly. Because right now I have it lined up perfectly. I have a quarterback. I have two wide receivers, Kittle and Deebo. I got a running back in James Cook. It's all lined up perfectly. I could go Singletary. Should I take Knox or Singletary?
Go with Knox. He's been getting touchdowns.
Yeah. So there's my team. I wish I had Diggs on it. I got Kittle and Debo, Knox, Cook, and Allen. AKA says, my first time watching the NFL and Brady lost. Overall, it was a boring game. The Lakers game tonight was much better. Fair enough. Gonna snag one of those Dole Lips tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some I'm gonna get a turkey leg for sure. Board view. Travis Rose team. Joe Burrow, Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Etienne. Not bad. Not bad at all. Christian McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, Brock Purdy, Gabe Davis, Ayuk. Not bad. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, Goddard, and Kadarius Toney. That's not bad. Team number one's got Mahomes, CD, McKinnon, Juju, Tony Pollard. Hey Smitty, how did it go the first round through Underdog? I got like 10 or so mittens going.
I did get some Hurts. I got a lot of Allen through, but I did get some Hurts and Mahomes through. And
I focused a lot of my gauntlets on Evans and Godwin.
I had a butt ton of Dak Prescott. I didn't realize I had so much Dak Prescott.
So I basically oh god, I'm on the clock. No, I'm not. I basically on my gauntlets I did what Ben or Alex, I think it's Ben, was saying, where I focused hardcore on KC and Philly, and then I went Tampa Bay heavy for the wild card game, which didn't work out as much as I wanted. Ooh, Eli Mitchell. That could be good.
Yeah, that's good. They've been using him instead of McCaffrey down by the goal line.
So I have Josh Allen, but I might go Dak just to have an extra quarterback in the mix. I kind of feel like that's smarter than it sounds, because even if, let's say, Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl, there still might be a game where Dak outscores him, in the mix. So, I'm gonna go Dak. So my team so far is Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, James Cook, Eli Mitchell, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Dawson Knox. Basically, every player is a Buffalo Bill or a Niner except for Dak, just in case I want some more quarterback scoring. Not bad. I feel pretty good about it. Look for a
Minnie,
one.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I got a different take than you and everybody else, pretty much. I think it's time. I think Brady's done. I don't, even if he goes to a different team, I think he's hit that cliff.
He might be
done.
He might be.
Looking at the play tonight, he was just throwing balls that were. It wasn't Tom Brady. I think he's hit that cliff, and even if he goes to another team, I don't think it's going to make that a difference.
The only thing that makes me hesitate. The only thing that makes me hesitate on that is we heard that like 7-8 years ago. And
yeah,
it's like,
but you say on other players, so Brady's no different. He was the anomaly that was able to do what he's done for so long, but I think he's finally
we'll see.
hit that.
I still hold out a little hope that he returns so we can see if I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it very well could be done. But I'm holding out hope that he lands in like the perfect spot like Miami, to where, maybe he is a little lesser than he used to be, but it's going to be enough. Evan Ingram's pretty good.
This is what I ended up with. I ended up with Burrow, Pacheco, Boston Scott, Jamar Chase, Kittle, Higgins, Kirk, Ingram, Hurst, and Shakir.
I was just about to pick Shakir right now. Although is Beasley better? I mean,
No, secure. You saw he had some good catches.
Yeah, I mean,
and then he had that one that he ended up bobbling at the end. They called it back, but he was doing pretty good.
You know, I'm going with some.
I went with one quarterback, 2 running backs, and 7 wide receivers. But it's a little harder because the number of players that you can choose went way down.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. Your team looks a lot thinner. That's a good point because, like, I was looking at my squad and I'm like, it feels pretty good though, considering, you know, like Debo Kittle, Dawson Knox, Ingram, Shakir, James Cook, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Allen, Dak. All right, guys, let's jump in one more. Oh wait, do I have one more? I have one more pick. Hold on.
I'll try to get in this one with you.
What do I do here?
If I don't.
What do I do here? You know what? I'm going to go. I got an idea. You know who's really impressing me? He very well could end up on the Moon Man list. And let me just make sure he's not available or something. Hold on. Yeah, he's already gone. Isaiah I love Isaiah Hodgins.
Yeah, I do too. I got him through on the Gauntlet 2 team. I got him through on that. He got me over. He got 20 points.
I'm really starting to think he could be Moon Man material. Maybe.
He came out of nowhere.
I mean, he's looking really good. He's consistent. He's kind of just overlooked. Kind of feels like one of those guys you like brush off. You're like, yeah, they come around the one game wonders, the 2 game wonders, the half a season wonders.
Hey, Slayton didn't look that bad either. You know, Danny Dimes was just, and then he just ran 71 yards running or so.
Yeah. All right, guys. In Ron, hold on.
Okay.
Click on it, guys. Not name Ron. Later, Mitch. All right, Ron. We're gonna click on it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm in. I don't see. Yeah. Oh, you got the pick before. You got third pick.
Yeah.
I got the 4th. We're gonna be sniping each other again.
Time to snipe. And if you guys got into another one, because that one filled really quick, it's okay because everybody goes to the next round together. You won't see me in your draft or anything next. Well, maybe you will. You get grouped together with, after you win your draft, you get grouped together with the next 12, and then you win that. You get grouped together with the next 12, and then in the Super Bowl, everybody fights for the highest scoring points. This is cool. I like being in the 3 pick. I feel like I'm going to get one of my quarterbacks, or I could go McCaffrey.
Yeah, I can't stop you. You're going to get whoever you want to get, and I got to get the leftover.
Yeah, but you get to grab your second pick.
But I get the first way back. So there you go.
Josh Allen.
Of course.
If this is a McCaffrey, I might go McCaffrey and just try it out. Jalen Hurts, man. I got to take Mahomes. There you go. CMC or Burrow is yours.
I got to go with CMC.
Yeah, Michael, you gotta once you, like I always tell people, make sure you sign up. $10 minimum deposit. Once you're in there, you'll be able to jump into the mitten, $5 mittens is what we're doing, and we're jumping at the same time. Like we're counting down 5, 4, 3, 2. You jump in, that way we can try and get in the same draft. But you gotta. That's why it's important to do it ahead of time so you can make sure you get into the next one. We'll be doing these all week if they last. Well, the gauntlets will last. The mittens might go quick. Big board. Jamar Chase. Pick number 5 got Jamar and Burrow. That's great at 5 pick. Okay. Mahomes. I've got Mahomes. The question is, do I take A.J. Brown? I'm going to go McKinnon. I feel like it's safer to stay with the same team. If possible, because if I pick A.J. Brown, I got to bank on 2 teams making it and nothing happening to both of them. Whereas at least if I go with McKinnon and Mahomes, it's like if the Chiefs go all the way. Hopefully Brock Purdy falls to you.
Probably not.
I don't know that there's any. This draft kicked off so quick. I don't know if there's going to be anybody from the chat in it.
I don't know.
Sorry, Michael. Okay. Well, you're going to get Brock Purdy. RBs. Already got an RB.
Not necessarily.
I went Kittle. It seems early, but there's my squad.
I wanted to go Kittle.
Mahomes, McKinnon, Kittle.
I was going to take Kittle and see if Purdy would make it back to me, but he sniped me.
I don't think Purdy would have made it back to you.
Yeah, he would have.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Who can I snipe from you now? I need some AFC players.
So Diggs, Kelsey, CeeDee Lamb, and Tony Pollard is the team 6. Team 5's got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, and who? T. Higgins. That's who you wanted, I'm sure. TD Strikers, Ron Navy.
I didn't need to.
I left Brock Purdy for you. I mean, I didn't want to take him because I'm Mahomes, but I could have doubled up my quarterbacks. I feel like it's a decent strategy. Barkley was a good pick. I would have taken Barkley. So I'm going to stick with my Niner versus KC theme here. You've got Debo. That's the other piece I need. Want to make a trade? I'll trade you my next 3 picks for Debo. Sorry, Michael. I wish you could get in these. Travis Etienne. I feel like my team's pretty good for a thin down player pool. Ayuk, Kittle, McKinnon, and Mahomes. So I got Niners versus KC. I know what I'm gonna do here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to take Juju or Kadarius Toney. Kind of feel like Tony's a wild card.
He is, but he has a lot of upside. But you ain't getting them.
I just got him.
Dude, I want Knox.
Pretty good squad. I like it. Ron Navy has Debo, Christian McCaffrey, Purdy. Wow. Barkley, Knox. That's a pretty good team.
We'll see.
Problem is, if Purdy's doing great, you know, if Kittle and Ayuk are doing great, your Brock Purdy's doing great. It's counterintuitive, Ron.
Mm-hmm. You got to have some of those. That was a good pick of Mitchell.
I was going to grab Mitchell. You were probably too because you're loaded up on Niners, but not a lot left, bro. At all.
MVS is still out there.
I don't think Jacksonville goes far, but maybe I'll need those points from Zay. I'm really banking on KC, though, so McKinnon's got to ball out.
Yeah. There goes Kirk. There goes Schultz.
I like doubling up on like the Zay and Ingram because one of them's probably going to go nuts. Danny Dimes is a good grab. I probably should have thought about going double quarterback. That was the last one too. Oh no, Trevor.
Was it? Trevor's still there, I think. Oh, I hope this guy don't snipe me. Yep, he sure fucking did.
Ron! Let's see here. Go P. Ryan, I guess. That's all right, Ron. We're almost out of here anyway, so. thought I was gonna make it through that show for sure, because I only had Ron on the phone. God. We are doing good tonight too. We were. What's Ben saying? Ben, what are you saying? What's not fair? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Ron was getting aggressive there. Let's go Clyde. I don't know. Maybe Clyde gets an accidental touchdown. I'll at least have that. I don't know who else to pick at this point. There's like nobody left. Sky Moore. Noah Brown. It was Blind Larry saying to pick 5 people. Pick 5 people. I can't pick who goes in these drafts, Blind Larry. It's all done at random. Like you got to click on it at the same time. Otherwise, you could control your fate if you could literally get in with 5 of your buddies or something. But if you do it at the same time, you should get in. It's gonna be tough. All right. I've been drafting Mason a lot, just in case. Pretty good squad. I mean, Clyde was a weird pick. But I felt like with McKinnon, why not? Mahomes, McKinnon, Jordan Mason there for just kind of like a crazy swing. Kittle, Ayuk, Tony, Zay Jones, Evan Ingram, not bad. Make sure you jump into these mittens. $5 a pop, $100K in prizes. First place gets $20K. 1 running back, 1 flex, 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers / tight ends, and 5 bench spots. They're halfway full. You can see that green little indicator right there. It's halfway through. I bet these last a day. They're not even a day. They'll probably be done by tomorrow evening, so do it now. Links in the description. Promo code Smitty. That link in the description and the link pinned in the live chat will enter the promo code for you. Underdog will give you up to $100 bonus match, dollar for every dollar that you deposit. Every dollar that you deposit, they'll give you a match for it, up to 100. So go deposit now. Get into an Underdog draft. These are absolutely a blast. The link is, again, pinned in the live chat and in the description. Thank you all for doing these. That was fun. And let me get out of here. Moon Man, on the way out the door. Let me show you the Moon Man one more time. Moon Man number 6.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer space.
Watson, Christian Watson. I will see you
Space
all
Monsters.
later. Appreciate you. I'm on vacation tomorrow, Wednesday, and I come back Thursday, so I'll be here late Thursday evening. I don't know if I'll be here for the Thursday show in time. I think I might. But Tuesday and Thursday I'll be on vacation. But I hope to upload something for both days at the 7 p.m. show. And who knows, maybe I'll see you all potentially tomorrow, if not in pre-recorded form. I'll have something awaiting you at 7 p.m. Let's just put it that way. Thank you all. Catch you on Thursday in the flesh. Thank you all. Sorry about anybody that asked me earlier, do you like Tom Brady in this playoff game? And I said, yeah, I think Tom Brady. Well, I did say Tom Brady's either going to fall flat on his face and be done and look horrible, or he's going to prove everybody wrong. And I felt like it was going to be the prove everybody wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll see you all maybe tomorrow. Later. I'm going to tell Mickey Mouse. I'm going to tell Mickey Mouse. Tell on Ron and tell Mickey Mouse on him. Ron, I don't really care about the swearing, like in terms of being offensive. It doesn't bother me. It's just the monetization. See you all later. Travis says they won't admit it, but Niner fans are a little nervous. I don't know about that. I think they really believe nothing can touch them. And they might be right. But let's see. So many underestimated the Cowboys. That's right, Travis. You're right. You're right. Around the sniper. All right, later, everybody. Appreciate you. See you at 7 p.m. tomorrow in some sort of form. Peace out. People are getting burrowed left and right, and people are going to remember it.
Get burrowed.
Got him.